Henrico 911, where's your emergency?
Henrico 911, where's your emergency? Hello? Hello? All I could hear was talking in the background. It sounds like somebody's having a dispute. We have a GPS system where I can try to pinpoint their location better, because cell phones, we don't necessarily have an exact address. We have to kind of sometimes plot where they were out with the GPS system. And basically pinpointed it to the area of Parham and Patterson. It was a cell phone call, and it sounded like people were having a dispute about a car. So there's a Shell station right there. I'm going to give them a call to make sure that everything is all right. Hi, this is Henrico Police. We just got a cell 911 hang up from that area right around, you're at Patterson and Parham, right? At the Shell, but there's someone sounded like they were talking about something about a vehicle. There's nobody there having any kind of dispute or anything, is it? Okay. All right, we're just calling back to check. Okay, bye-bye. Basically what had happened, a female had gone to a Shell station and was upset about pumping her gas, so somehow she called. The call came through, but she's gone now. And on the GPS, when I plotted it, it shows that it kind of tracked her cell call, and the people actually show the person that they actually maybe started here and then they ended up here, and now it's down here again, so she may be driving down Parham Road. In cases where you know that they're probably not at home, it is a good tool to be able to track and find, so the police can respond if they have to, if they need to come out there.
We stay in contact with many other departments throughout the Division of Police. Criminal investigation, uniform patrol, meaning the men and women who are in patrol cars taking all the calls and handling and responding to all the calls that we process. The fire department, emergency medical services for fire and rescue, community services, school resource officers. If we have calls at the schools, we have to notify them to let them know that we have calls there. There's just a multitude of services and departments that we communicate with on a daily basis to complete our jobs and to help get the citizens the service they need.
Henrico 911, where's your emergency? Sometimes the phones don't stop from the moment you sit down to the moment you leave. You can have anywhere from 10 phone calls in a slow day. You could be answering over 100. It just depends. Summertime, it usually seems to pick up a little bit, and during the week it's actually a lot more busy than on the weekends.
Henrico 911, where's your emergency? It's not the normal 9-to-5 job. You never know what's going to happen. You come in every day. It could be a laid-back type of quiet day, or all of a sudden it could be quiet and then something will happen, pursuit may happen, or you get a call for a robbery or a shooting.
It's a fact of the job that sometimes you're going to run across situations where you can do everything you can do perfect, and the end result is somebody may die. You know, there might be a child that goes missing that's never found, or that is found and they're dead. So if you let every situation get to you that is negative, you know, you can really take it home with you, and that's something you don't want to do.
Like a 911, where is your emergency?
There's a fire in the house and we're stuck in the house.
What's the address?
I received a call from a panicked young female, and she said essentially that there was a house fire. She was stuck in her room. She couldn't really see much. The room was very smoky. I could tell that she was not only panicked, but she was gasping for air because she woke up to a room full of smoke.
I woke up and there was smoke everywhere. I couldn't even see.
All right, ma'am. And do you have anything in the room you can break the window with?
I don't know. I can't see.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
She was essentially stuck. So until someone actually got on scene, I just advised her to get on the floor as low as she could go and try to breathe in the cleanest air she could breathe, because the room was filling up with smoke pretty quickly, and I could tell she was about to pass out just by her breathing and the tone in her voice.
All right, ma'am. Just try to stay as low as you can, okay?
Please hurry.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Where exactly? If you're going in the front door, where are you at?
You walk to the front door, go to the right.
I was able to get from the citizen what room she was in and if we were to enter the house from the front door, how we would get to that room. You know, go to the door, go to the right.
Please help me.
All right, man. Apparently they're there. They're kicking the door in now. Okay.
The officers got on scene. They attempted to go in the front door. They attempted to go to the back door, and each time they went in the house, or they attempted to go into the house rather, they were met by smoke and fire, so they were unable to actually go in the house. They saw hands through one of the windows, and I basically, that was the window which I described to the officers that she would be, the bedroom that she would be in, and they were able to pull her out of the window.
Is that them breaking the window, man?
Yes.
Not a whole lot of calls have ever gotten to me, just because you hear roughly the same things all the time. But that particular call, and just knowing that the person was totally helpless, I had to kind of sign off the phone and go outside for a little while and regain my composure, just because it really got to me. It was a pretty emotional call, and you know, a couple more minutes, she would have probably not made it if they wouldn't have got there as fast as they did. It makes you really feel like what you do here is important and makes a difference.
I enjoy being a communications officer. It's probably the most gratifying and rewarding job that I can think of. I go home every day with a peace of mind knowing that I helped at least one person that day, somebody's worst day of their lives, and you help them get through it.
Every day is something different. And at the end of the day, you can know that you helped either save someone's life or just helped talk to a child when they have an emergency situation. It's really rewarding to be able to know that, you know, you were that person that they called in that moment that they needed someone.